3 in the morning. Talking to the ceiling again. 3 in the morning and I'm talking to the ceiling like it owes me something back. I made the call that nobody agreed, but now I'm sitting with the weight of that. I chose the road that cost me every dinner, every birthday, every ordinary night. They said I regret it, I said I was building, but what exactly did I build? I'm not praying, I'm just checking if the silence still remembers my name. And if it doesn't, well, that's the sermon right there. This is my midnight sermon. No congregation, no amen, just a man in all his choices, lined up at the foot of the bed. I don't need forgiveness, I need to know it meant something. This is my midnight sermon, and I'm the only one who came. My mother called on Sunday, I let it ring 5 times before I picked it up. She asked me how I'm doing, I said I'm good. She knew I wasn't good enough. I traded every soft thing for ambition, every gentle thing for getting ahead. Now I'm successful on the screen and empty in the kitchen, eating cereal at 3 a.m. again. I'm not broken, I'm just honest when the room gets this quiet. And if that scares you, well, it scares me too. This is my midnight sermon. No congregation, no amen, just a man in all his choices, lined up at the foot of the bed. I don't need forgiveness, I need to know it meant something. This is my midnight sermon, and I'm the only one who came. Maybe the sermon isn't for God, maybe it's for the version of me who still believed he could have it all without losing anything. This is my midnight sermon. No congregation, no amen, just a man who finally said it out loud when no one else can hear. I don't need an answer, I just needed to say it. This is my midnight sermon, and it's enough that I was here. Still talking, still here.
You pour the wine like nothing happened, I set the table like we're fine. 2 plates, 2 forks, 2 people sitting on different sides of the same lie. You asked me how my day was going, I said it's good, the usual script. But underneath this glass table, every crack is see-through, isn't it? We said it perfect, not a spot, but glass shows everything you'd rather not. Funny how the cleaner it gets, the more you see what's falling apart. We're breaking on a glass table, see right through, but we don't say a word. Every dinner's a little more careful, a little more quiet, a little more hurt. We're breaking on a glass table, it happening. But the wine is poured, the candles are lit, so we just keep pretending. You used to look at me like Sunday morning, now you look at me like Monday mail. Something to get through, something to answer, something you've already read and filed. I caught you staring at your phone again, not texting, just avoiding my eyes. And I arranged the flowers one more time, like beautiful things could keep us alive. We used to fight like it mattered, now we agree on everything. That's how I know we're finished, when the peace is the most violent thing. We're breaking on a glass table, see right through, but we don't say a word. Every dinner's a little more careful, a little more quiet, a little more hurt. We're breaking on a glass table, and we can both see it happening. But the wine is poured, the candles are lit, so we just keep pretending. Glass doesn't bend, baby, it just holds until it doesn't. We broke on a glass table, saw it all but couldn't say a word. The last dinner was the quietest, the last night was the worst. We broke on a glass table, and we both watched it happening. The wine was done, the candles burned out, and nobody said a thing. Two plates, two plates, two plates. One still full, that said everything we couldn't.
Mr. James at the corner store told me something once. I was 17, thought I knew everything. Took me 20 years to hear it. Mr. James sold cigarettes and penny candy, had a PhD in standing still. 40 years behind that counter, watching everybody chase the hill. I came in one summer talking big, college brochures folded in my coat. He didn't laugh, he didn't clap, he just said, "Boy, sit down and listen close." He said the ones who make it out don't always make it through, and the ones who stay behind sometimes knew something that you never knew. Cornerstone philosophy, no degree, no TED Talk, no stage, just a man who watched the whole block grow and remembered every name. Cornerstone philosophy, won't make the news, won't trend online, but every word he gave me for free was worth more than anything money could buy. He knew who was struggling before they said it, kept a tab for every single mother on the street, put the bread on the bottom shelf so the kids could reach it by themselves. I asked him once why he never left. He looked at me like I missed the point. He said, son, leaving ain't the brave thing. Sometimes staying is the strongest joint. He said, you'll meet a lot of smart people with nothing kind to say, and you'll miss the simple ones when the smart ones walk away. Cornerstone philosophy. No degree, no TED Talk, no stage. Just a man who watched the whole block grow and remembered every name. Cornerstone philosophy. Won't make the news, won't trend online, but every word he gave me for free was worth more than anything money could buy. Last time I went back, store was gone, but I swear I could still smell the coffee and the newspaper ink. Don't forget where the real lessons live. Not in the books, in the people who stayed. No diploma on the wall, just a man who never left his block and somehow taught me all. Mr. James, I hear you now. 20 years in every fancy thing, and you're still the wisest man I've found. The store closed in 2014. I still walk past it every time I'm home. Still learning.
I used to fall like it was violent. Knees first, hands out, nothing left to hold. Every time the ground came rushing, I pretend I chose to let it go. But this time something's different. I can feel the drop before it hits. Not bracing, not pretending, just allowing it. I don't need to land on my feet, I just need to land somewhere soft, somewhere I could stay for a minute before I figure out what I lost. Soft landing. I'm not looking for the answers yet. Soft landing. Just a place to put this heaviness down. I've been carrying the crash before it even happened. All I want tonight is a soft landing. My therapist says I'm a flincher. I brace for the hit before the hand is raised. 20 years of learning to expect the worst. Turns out that it's some kind of cage. I watched my mother hold it all together, jaw tight, shoulders back, eyes dry. She never fell in front of anyone. I thought that meant you're not supposed to try. I don't wanna be unbreakable, I just wanna break in a safe place, somewhere the pieces aren't embarrassing, somewhere falling isn't a disgrace. Soft landing. I'm not looking for the answers yet. Soft landing. Just a place to put this heaviness down. I've been carrying the crash before it even happened. All I want tonight is a soft landing. Maybe strength was never about standing. Maybe it was always about knowing how to sit down. Soft landing. I'm not perfection, yet soft landing. Just a place where I don't have to perform. I've been rehearsing for disaster since before I learned to walk. All I want tonight is to finally fall soft. You don't have to land on your feet, you just have to land. That's enough. You don't have to land on your feet, you just have to land. That's enough.
Two missed calls. Two missed calls. Mm. 11 minutes apart. First one came at 9:43. Right when I was pouring my second drink. I watched it ring, watched the screen light up. Watched the name just sit there and I let it sing. Told myself I'd call her back in a minute. Minute turned to 3, turned to never mind. Put the phone face down on the counter, like distance is something you measure in time. 11 minutes between the first and the last, that's how long she waited. Before she decided I wasn't worth asking twice. 11 minutes, that's all it took to become someone who used to call. 2 missed calls, that's the whole story, that's the end. 2 missed calls. She gave me 2 chances in 11 minutes, and I gave her silence, like silence was an answer. 2 missed calls. Now the phone don't ring at all. Second one came at 9:54. I was already in my head by then, staring at a name like it was a question I didn't know how to answer yet. But picking up means saying something real, and real is what I've been running from. She probably sat there staring at her phone the way I'm staring at mine, but that's done. 11 minutes is nothing, 11 minutes is everything. It's the gap between I still care and I'm done caring. 11 minutes, that's how fast the door can close when the person on the other side won't even turn a handle. That's the whole story, that's the end. 2 missed calls. She gave me 2 chances in 11 minutes, and I gave her silence, like silence was an answer. 2 missed calls. Now the phone don't ring at all. I checked the call log this morning. Her name's still there. 9:43, 9:54. 2 timestamps to say more about me than anything I've ever written in a text. I could have picked up. I could have just said hello. But I was so afraid of saying the wrong thing, I said nothing at all. 2 missed calls, 2 missed calls. That's the whole story, that's the sky. She won't call a 3rd time, and I know that. And I earned that silence, the same silence I gave her. 2 missed calls. And a man who picked up too late. I called back this morning. Went straight to voicemail. Guess we even now.
kiss me with the sweetest mouth, then leave the sting inside my lip. I keep coming back for honey, knowing every jar of yours has thorns in it. You say my name like it's a prayer, then forget it by the morning light. And I collect your almost like they're diamonds, hold them up and call them bright. I know what you are, the way you know a flame is hot, but still you put your hands out, thinking this time it might not. Honey and thorns, that's all you've ever been. Sweet on the tongue and sharp underneath the skin. I keep tasting, keep bleeding, keep telling myself it's medicine. Honey and thorns, and I keep dipping in. My friends say, girl, you know better. I say, I know, that's the problem. Knowing doesn't stop the craving, knowing just makes you a smarter victim. You brought me flowers on a Tuesday, no occasion, no apology, just enough to make me question whether leaving you would be the tragedy. I know what this is, the way you know a story ends, but you keep reading anyway, because the villain writes the best lines. Honey and thorns, that's all you've ever been. Sweet on the tongue and sharp underneath the skin. I keep tasting, keep bleeding, keep telling myself it's medicine. Honey and thorns, and I can't stop dipping in. The worst part isn't that you hurt me. The worst part is you're gentle when you do it. You fold the damage into something pretty, and I unwrap it every time. Honey and thorns, I finally see what I've been holding. Sweet on the tongue, but it's been rotten. Everything it touches from within. I love the honey, but the thorns were all you had to give. Honey and thorns, I'm not dipping in.
I was washing dishes on a Tuesday night. Nothing special, just the usual quiet. Looked down in my hands underneath the water, and my father's knuckles stared back at me. Same white palm, same crooked pinky, same veins running like roads I've already driven. I dropped a glass not because it slipped, because I saw a man I swore I'd never become. They say you turn into your father somewhere around 35, I'm 37. And these hands are writing checks his hands never could, but they're shaking the same way his did when he didn't know what to do. Old man's hands on a young man's body, carrying the same weight. He never taught me how to carry. Old man's hands doing dishes in the kitchen he never saw. I got everything he wanted for me, and the one thing he actually gave me was these hands. He fixed things for a living. He fixed things for a living. Radiators, fences, other people's floors. Came home smelling like paint thinner, and never once complained about being poor. I complained about everything at 20. Rent too high, boss too loud, world too small. Now I'm standing in a house he'd be proud of, with his hands and nothing left to fix it all. They say you understand your father when you become one yourself. I don't have kids yet, but I held my nephew last Christmas, and now watch my hands cradle him the exact same way. My old man held me in the photograph, the only one we have. Old man's hands on a young man's body, carrying the same weight. He never taught me how to carry. Oh, old man's hands doing dishes in the kitchen he never saw. I got everything he wanted for me, and the one thing he actually gave me was these hands. I called him last week, first time in 4 months. He picked up on the first ring like he'd been sitting there the whole time. I wanted to say, I see you now, in the mirror, in my grip, in the way I hold a pen. But all I said was, hey Pop, just checking in. Hey Pop, just checking in. He said, that's enough, son. He said, that's enough, son. No. I stopped running from the resemblance, carrying the same weight, but I'm learning how to set it down. Oh, man's hands building something in the kitchen he'll never see. But if he walked in right now, he'd recognize these hands. They're his. Same hands. Same hands. Different life. That's the whole point, isn't it?
Left in October, took the good towels and the coffee maker, behind the harder things to carry, like the silence in the hallway, and the way I flinch at closing doors. I changed the locks, heard the click echo through the empty hall. Not because I thought you'd come back, but because I needed one thing in this apartment that I chose to shut myself. They don't tell you about the exit wounds, the ones that open after the person's gone. You think the leaving was the hard part? No, the staying alive after is the long part. Exit wounds, still bleeding 6 months later. Exit wounds, in places I didn't know you touched. You left, and that was your story, but everything after that's mine to carry. Exit wounds don't close just because you close the door. I found your charger behind the nightstand 3 months after you were gone. Held it like evidence, like proof that someone was here once. My mother said time heals everything, but time just teaches you to bleed quieter. I'm not healed, I'm just better at hiding where it hurts. They don't tell you how the body remembers long after the mind decides to move on. Your cologne in someone else's elevator, and suddenly I'm standing in a hallway all over again. Exit wounds, still bleeding 6 months later. Exit wounds, in places I didn't know you touched. You left, and that was your story, but everything after that's mine to carry. Exit wounds don't close just because you close the door. The thing about exit wounds is the bullet goes through and keeps going, but the hole stays. But the healing after, that's my victory. Exit wounds don't close, but I stopped letting them define me. Yeah. 6 months, still here, still here, still here. The wound is open, but so am I.
40 winters now, 40 winters now, and the bed still feels the same size. I starfish across the mattress, like freedom is a shape you make in bed. The radiator clicks at 6 a.m., same sound my whole adult life. I used to hate it, now it's the closest thing I have to someone saying good morning. People ask me if I'm lonely, I say no, I'm just alone. But there's a difference that gets thinner every winter I get home. And the door doesn't resist when I push it open. No one's shoes behind it, no one's coat still warm. 40 winters, and I still set the thermostat for 2. And I still cook too much on Sundays. I'm not waiting for someone to come, I just forgot how to shrink the recipe. 40 winters, and the leftovers are the loneliest part. I went to a wedding in September, my college roommate's second try. I clapped and smiled and gave a toast and drove home with the windows down, so no one in the parking lot could see my face. I'm not jealous, that's the thing. Jealous means you want what they have. I just wanna stop noticing what I don't. My barber asked me last week, you ever think about settling down? I said, I've been settled, that's the problem. Settled like dust on a shelf that nobody reaches for anymore. 40 winters, and I still set the thermostat for 2. 40 winters, and I still cook too much on Sundays. I'm not waiting for someone to come, I just forgot how to shrink the recipe. 40 winters, and the leftovers are the loneliest part. Last Christmas, we were watching cartoons on the couch. She had her head on my arm, and she looked up and asked me, Uncle, why do you live by yourself? I said, I like the quiet. She said, but don't you get bored of it? I've been thinking about that for 3 months now. A 7-year-old asking the question nobody else will. 40 minutes, and I finally stopped pretending it's a choice. 40 minutes, and the thermostat is going down to 1. I'm not waiting for someone to save me, but I'm done pretending that the quiet is enough. 40 winters, and I just want someone to leave their coat. The radiator will click at 6 a.m. I'll be here. I'll be here.
Not most flowers. I need the temperature exact, not too warm and never cold. I need the light at just the right angle, and even then I might not open. And people plant me in their gardens, wondering why I won't bloom. Water me on their schedule, put me next to things that crowd my room. Then they say I'm difficult, high maintenance, too particular. But a rose doesn't explain why it needs sun. So why should I apologize for what I need to bloom? I'm not fragile, Fragile things breaking, that's the end, I'm precise. I break and grow again, but only when the conditions are mine. I'm an orchid, don't grow in just anyone's hands. I'm an orchid, need the right room, the right windowsill. You can call it too much, you can call it demands, but I've been planning wrong enough times to know where I stand. I'm an orchid, and I'd rather wait than bloom in the wrong place. Yeah. My last relationship was a garden box on the balcony that never got sun. He kept watering me like that would fix it, like effort was a substitute for the right one. I smiled for 2 years in the wrong soil, bent toward whatever light I could find. And when I finally wilted, he said, see, I told you you were hard to keep alive. I'm not complicated, complicated means the problem is me. I'm specific, and the difference is specific means I finally learned what kills me and what lets me breathe. I'm an orchid, don't grow in just anyone's hands. I'm an orchid, need the right room, the right windowsill. You can call it too much, you can call it demands, but I've been planning wrong enough times to know where I stand. I'm an orchid, and I'd rather wait than bloom in the wrong place. My grandmother kept orchids 30 years. Same 3 pots on the kitchen window. I asked her how. She said, I stopped trying to make them something they weren't. I just gave them what they asked for, and I stayed. That's all I want, someone who stays and lets me bloom on my own time. I'm an orchid, and I finally stopped apologizing for it. I'm an orchid, need the right hands and the right patience. You can call it too much, but I've seen what too little does. I've been planted, pulled and replanted. I'm an orchid, and the next time I bloom, it'll be because I chose the soil myself. I'm an orchid, the right light, the right hands, the right time. I'll wait. I'm an orchid, I'll wait.
I leave the porch light on every night, same bulb I put in back in May. The neighbors probably think I'm wasteful, but it costs less than throwing hope away. The welcome mat is still the one you picked, the faded one with the crooked letters. You said it gave the place its character. I just like the way you chose things for us. I know you're not coming back, the way you know a season's over, but you still check the window in case October gives you one more warm day. Porch lights on, same as every night since you left. Porch lights on, not because I think you'll see it, just because turning it off means I've decided you're gone, and I'm not ready to make that decision yet. Porch lights on, that's all I got left to give. Your sister called me in November, said you moved across the state. I said I'm happy for her, meaning you. She said you asked about me, meaning nothing. People ask about buildings they used to live in too. I still make the bed head on your side, not because I'm delusional, but because the wrinkles on one half make the other half look like a question I don't have the answer to. I know what moving on looks like. I've seen other people do it. They take the pictures down, they change the lock, they turn the light off. I just haven't figured out which one to do first. Porch lights on, same as every night since you left. Porch lights on, not because I think you'll see it, just because turning it off means I've decided you're gone and I'm not ready to make that decision, yeah. Porch lights on, that's all I've got left to give. My father kept the garage door unlocked for 2 years after my mother left. I asked him why. He said, it's not for her, it's for me. So I still feel like someone who waits instead of someone who is left. I think I understand that now. Porch lights on, and maybe it's time to let it rest. Lights on, but my hand is on the switch tonight, not because I stopped loving you, but because of loving you in the dark is still loving you. Porch light going off, and that's the bravest thing I've done. Dark now, still here though. Still here though. Still here though. Still here though. Porch lights on, still here though. Still here though.
I used to look for God in buildings, stained glass and wooden pews. Waited for a voice to tell me what I was supposed to do. Sat through every sermon, patient hands folded, eyes closed, trying hard, looking for a sign in someone else's words, wondering why it always felt so far. Then one Tuesday in the shower, water running down my back, I heard something that wasn't the pipes, wasn't the rain on the window. It was my own voice saying, you've been looking in the wrong room. I built a cathedral inside my own chest, stained glass out of every scar that taught me what I'm worth. I built a cathedral, no preacher, no pew, no prayer, just me and every broken thing I turned into something worth believing in. I built a cathedral, and I am the congregation. My mother prayed for me every Sunday, hands on my forehead, oil on my skin. She said, God has a plan for you, baby. And I believed it till the plan caved in. Lost the job, lost the man, lost the apartment. 3 months of sleeping on my cousin's floor. And I kept waiting for the miracle, till I realized I was looking for a door that I was supposed to build myself. I'm not saying faith is empty, I'm saying I was pouring mine into every cup of my own, and wondering why I was thirsty, standing in a room full of water, holding an empty glass. I built a cathedral inside my own chest, stained glass out of every scar that taught me what I'm worth. I built a cathedral, no preacher, no me and every broken thing I turned into something worth believing in. I built a cathedral, and I am the congregation. The most sacred thing I ever did wasn't kneeling, it was standing up on a morning when my legs said no, and my brain said stay in bed, and my heart said what's the point? I stood up anyway, made the bed, opened the curtain, and called that holy. And the altar is my kitchen table. Kitchen table. I built a cathedral, and the hymn is my own breathing. I don't need permission anymore to call my survival sacred. I built a cathedral. Out of every morning I showed up, and the stained glass is just the light coming through all the places I was broken. I built a cathedral. Built a cathedral. I built a cathedral. Was my own voice saying you can stay. So I stay. So I stay.
There's a deal we made as boys. Nobody signed it. Everybody keeps it. We learn the rules before we learn to shave. Don't cry in public, don't cry at all. If your voice cracks, clear your throat. If your chest hurts, stand up tall. My best friend lost his mother in July. I saw him at the funeral in a suit. Shook his hand, said I'm here for you. And that was all we ever spoke about it. 3 months later over whiskey, he said, man, I almost didn't make it. I said, yeah. And we sat in that word like it was a room neither of us knew how to leave. There's a gentleman's agreement between every man I know. You can hurt but never show it. You can break but do it slow, so nobody has to watch, and nobody has to know. Gentleman's agreement. We shake hands and swallow the rest. Gentleman's agreement. Your father did it, his father did it, and now we're doing it too. Trading our insides for composure, like composure pays the rent. Gentleman's agreement. The most expensive handshake in the world. I went to therapy last March, told nobody for 6 weeks. My boy asked what I've been doing Tuesdays. I said, just errands, nothing deep. He said, good, cause for a second I thought you were seeing someone about your head. And he laughed, and I laughed, and my therapist would have had a lot to say about that. I sat in the office the next week. And she asked me why I lied. I said I didn't lie, I just kept the gentleman's agreement. She said, who does that agreement serve? I've been thinking about that for 11 months now. There's a gentleman's agreement, that feelings are a woman's language, that asking for directions is the same as losing ground, that the strongest thing a man can do is bleed without a sound. Gentleman's agreement, we shake hands and swallow the rest. Gentleman's agreement, your father did it, his father did it, and now we're doing it too. Trading our insides for composure, like composure pays the rent. Gentleman's agreement, the most expensive handshake in the world. Last week I told my best friend I've been seeing a therapist since March. He went quiet for a long time. Then he said, man, me too since February. We've been having lunch every Tuesday for 3 years, both hiding the same thing from the only person who would have understood. That's the gentleman's agreement. It doesn't protect us, it just makes sure we suffer alone. Gentleman's agreement, I'm tearing up the contract tonight. Gentleman's agreement, my father signed it, his father signed it, but I'm crossing out the line. I trade composure for the truth, and the truth is I've been hurting. Gentleman's agreement, boy, the most expensive handshake, and I can't afford it anymore. He's still my best friend. We still have lunch on Tuesdays, but now we actually talk. Turns out that's all it took.
Every tear I ever cried had somewhere it was going, I just didn't know it yet. When I was on my bathroom floor at 23, they told me crying was a sign of weakness. I think crying is a sign of overflow. A body that held too much for too long, finally finding a way to let it go. Like rain doesn't fall because the sky is sad, rain falls because the cloud can't carry it anymore. And every river has a mouth, a place where holding on becomes release, where the weight you carried inland finally meets the sea. And the sea doesn't judge, the sea just says, come, river mouth, where every cry I ever held arrives. River mouth, where the heavy water meets the open tide. I carried it from bedrooms, through airports, through arguments, through years of swallowing the salt. River mouth, and I'm finally letting the current out. Father's kitchen table when I was 9 and he said stop. I cried in a bathroom stall at prom, mascara on my wrist, music through the wall. I cried when I got the job, I cried when I lost it, I cried the day I realized my mother's advice wasn't always right. was the loneliest cry of all, the one when nobody did anything wrong, and it still hurts. But every river has a mouth, and mine has been collecting since that kitchen table. Every swallowed word, every bitten lip, every smile that was actually a damn river mouth, where every cry ever held a rise. River mouth, where the heavy water meets the open tide. I carried it from bedrooms to airports, to arguments, through years of swallowing the salt. River mouth, and I'm finally letting the current out. The thing about water is, it always finds a way out. You can dam it, divert it, bottle it, freeze it, but it remembers where it was going. And so does every feeling you ever told to wait. River mouth, I'm standing at the edge of everything I held. I'm standing at the edge of everything I held. And the tide is warm, and the tide is wide. I'm not drowning, I'm depositing every year of silence into something bigger than myself. I carried it through years of swallowing the salt. Now I'm letting the salt dissolve. River mouth, the ocean doesn't ask where the water's been, it just takes it in. River mouth, river mouth, river mouth. Every tear knew where it was going, even when I didn't, especially when I didn't.
Iron the collar, straighten the cuffs. Nobody has to know. 6:30 alarm, shower runs hot, stand in front of the mirror. Fogged up like I'm hiding from myself. Pull out the shirt, press perfect, not a wrinkle. Button from the bottom up, the way my grandfather taught me. He said a pressed shirt tells the world you got it together, even when you don't. I wonder if he ironed his shirts on the mornings he wanted to disappear too. The collar sits tight against my throat, like a sentence I'm not allowed to finish. Crisp on the outside, creased when nobody checks. That's the whole trick, isn't it? Look sharp, fall apart on the inside. Press shirt, tucked in, buttoned up, squared away. Press shirt, every crease in place, every seam aligned. But underneath the cotton there's a chest that hasn't taken a full breath since Friday. Press shirt, and a man who's been ironing over the damage. My coworker said I always look put together. I said thanks, it takes about 40 minutes. She laughed, I didn't. 40 minutes of standing at an ironing board, pressing steam in the fabric. Like if I get the shirt right, maybe the rest of me will follow. Like discipline is a substitute for whatever broke last January. Last January, I sat in my car in the office parking lot for 20 minutes before walking in. Shirt perfect, everything else on fire. The cufflinks my father left me, sterling silver, heavy in my palm. I wear them like armor, but armor only works if the war is on the outside. Mine is in pressed shirt, tucked in, buttoned up, squared away. Pressed shirt, every crease in place, every seam aligned. But underneath the cotton there's a chest that hasn't taken a full breath since Friday. Pressed shirt, and a man who's been ironing over the damage. Last Sunday I didn't iron a shirt, left it hanging on the door. Wore a hoodie to the grocery store, and a woman I didn't know said good morning. And I realized that was the first time in months someone spoke to me when I wasn't dressed for performance. Maybe the shirt was never protection. Maybe it was the wall. Pressed shirt, hanging on the door where I left it. Pressed shirt, and for the first time I don't need it. The creases were never in the fabric, they were in me. And I've been pressing them down instead of pressing them out. Pressed shirt, I'm learning how to wrinkle. The hoodie cost $12. The shirt cost 40 minutes every morning, plus everything I hid beneath it. I think I overpaid.
I woke up this morning, and the first thing I thought wasn't about him, wasn't about the job I lost, wasn't about the version of me that everyone else approved of. The first thing I thought was, I want pancakes, and that felt like the most radical thing I've thought in years. I spent so many seasons waiting for permission to grow, from lovers, from parents, from mirrors that only show the parts I was supposed to fix. I forgot that gardens don't ask, they just bloom when it's time. Bloom season, and nobody had to tell me it was time. Bloom season, no one planted me here, I planted myself. The sun didn't find me, I walked into the light, and for the first time it didn't burn. Bloom season, I think this is what enough feels like. I bought a yellow dress last Saturday, first color I've worn since the gray year. The fabric moved when I moved, like it was happy to be on me. Stood in front of the mirror, and I didn't check for flaws, I checked for me, and she was there. I called my mother just to say I love you, not because I needed something, not because I was falling apart. She said, you sound different. I said, I think I am. I spent so many seasons pruning myself into someone else's shade, cutting every branch that grew in the direction they didn't like, till there was nothing left but a trunk pretending to be a tree. Blue season, and nobody had to tell me it was time. Blue season, no one planted me here, I planted myself. The sun didn't find me, I walked into the light, and for the first time it did This is what enough feels like. The thing about blooming is it's not pretty at first. The bud cracks open, the petals are wet and clumsy, and for a minute you look worse than when you close. But you keep going, because closed was safe, and safe was killing you slowly. Bloom season, and the garden is mine. Bloom season, the soil is mine. Bloom season, and the mess of it is mine, and the beauty is mine. Season, I'm not waiting for the right conditions anymore. I'm not asking for the right temperature. I am the season, I am the sun, I am the rain. Bloom season, and I'm already blooming, and I'm already blooming, and I'm already blooming. And you're finally hungry for your own life.
Just me and the bartender, and everything I brought in with me. The stool at the end is mine by now, not because I chose it, but because nobody else wants the seat next to the wall in the bathroom door. I order the same thing every time: whiskey, one ice, no conversation. The bartender knows not to ask how my day was, because my answer is always a nod and a sip. I like it here because nobody performs. Everybody at last call is exactly who they are, too tired to pretend. There's a sermon in the bottom of a glass, not the drinking kind, sitting with a kind where you hold the last sip, like holding on to the last page of a book you're not ready to finish. Last call, and the thoughts come pouring in. Last call, and I'm finally honest with the man sitting in the mirror behind the bottles. He looks tired, he looks like he's been holding something that he should have set down years ago. Last call, and I'm still sitting here. The couple in the corner left an hour ago. She was laughing at something on his phone. I watched him like a documentary about a species I used to belong to. The jukebox played something from '09, back when I had someone to slow dance with, in kitchens and parking lots, in the space between good night and stay. And now I slow dance with the silence, and the silence is a terrible partner. Steps on my feet, never leads, never follows, just stands there. There's a prayer in the way a man puts his jacket on at closing time, slowly, like he's in no rush to get to the place where nobody's waiting. Last call, when the thoughts come pouring in. Last call, and I'm finally honest with the man sitting in the mirror behind the bottles. He looks tired, he looks like he's been holding something that he should have set down years ago. Last call, and I'm still sitting here. The bartender asked me tonight, "You good?" And I almost told her everything, but I just said, "Yeah, I'm good." Tip 30% and put my jacket on, slowly. Slowly. And I'm putting the glass down different tonight. And the man in the mirror looks the same, but his hands aren't shaking and his jaw isn't clenched. And maybe that's not healing, but it's something close to breathing. Last call. And I'm walking out before they turn the lights on. Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. 7 months of last calls. Tonight might be the last call. We'll see.
I held on so hard. It's not the same as holding on right. Yeah. I loved you like a fist, closed around something precious. Knuckles white, fingers locked, like letting go meant losing, and losing meant I failed. I memorized your schedule, texted back in under 30 seconds. Showed up early, stayed late, made myself so easy to keep. You never had to reach, and I thought that was love, being so available that you never had to wonder where I was. I didn't know that love was supposed to breathe. They don't tell you that holding on too tight is just another way of breaking things, that the same hands that cradle can crush if they don't know the difference between protecting and possessing. Paper hands, I held you so tight you tore. Paper hands, loved you so hard I left fingerprints on every part of us, and call the bruises dedication. Paper hands, strong enough to grip, too clumsy to be gentle. You told me once that loving me felt like being watched, not admired. Watched like a painting in the gallery that someone stands too close to. I said that's because I care. You said caring has a distance, and I never learned where that line was. I called 12 times the night you left, 12 times in 90 minutes, each one louder in my head than the last. And by the 7th ring, I wasn't calling for you anymore. I was calling for the version of me that knew how to let her hands open. They don't tell you that some people love like weather, gentle one day, a storm the next, and the storm believes it's still the sun, because it only wanted to keep you warm. Paper hands, I held you so tight you tore. Paper hands, loved you so hard I left fingerprints on every part of us, and called the bruises dedication. Paper hands, strong enough to grip, too clumsy to be gentle. My mother held everything the same way. The dishes, the steering wheel, My father's collar when she begged him to stay. White knuckles on everything she loved, and everything she loved eventually cracked. I come from a long line of paper hands, women who love so hard the thing they held couldn't survive the holding. I'm learning how to hold without the fist. Paper, open palms, open fingers, open wrists. The thing about letting go is your hands are finally free to touch something gently. Paper hands unfolding. I unclenched this morning. It hurt more than holding on. But my hands are mine again.
The easy path was right there. I saw it. I walked past it on purpose. They offered me the shortcut. I could see it from where I stood. Smile at the right people, nod at the right time, keep my mouth closed when the room was saying something wrong. And I almost took it. God knows I almost took it. My rent was late, my pride was tired, and the shortcut had air conditioning. But my grandfather didn't cross a picket line in '68, so I could cross my own conscience in '26. There's a kind of trouble that isn't trouble at all. It's just the sound of someone standing where they said they'd stand, even when the ground gets hot. Good trouble, the kind that costs you something real. Good trouble, the kind your future self will thank you for. I chose the longer road, the one with no shade and no applause, but my feet know where they're going. Good trouble, and I choose it again. I quit a job in April, not because I found a better one, but because my boss asked me to sign my name to something my name didn't belong on. My mother said you can't afford principles. I said I can't afford to lose them. She said that's not how the world works. I said maybe that's the problem. Spent 3 months freelancing from a coffee shop, eating dollar pizza twice a day. And every time I wanted to go back, I'd read the thing I refused to sign, and my stomach would settle. There's a kind of trouble that doesn't make the news. It's a Tuesday decision in a fluorescent room where nobody's watching and nobody will know except the man who has to sleep in your skin tonight. Good trouble, the kind that costs you something real. Good trouble, the kind your future self will thank you for. I chose the longer road, the one with no shade and no applause, but my feet know where they're going. Good trouble, and I choose it again. John Lewis called it good trouble, necessary trouble. He meant marches and movements, and I'm not comparing myself to that. But I think he'd understand a man who quit a paycheck because his hands wouldn't sign what his name couldn't stand behind. I learned whose hands these are. Now I'm learning what they refuse to build. Good trouble, and the road is getting clearer now. Good trouble, not because it's easy, because it's mine. I traded comfort for conviction, and conviction doesn't pay on time, but it pays. Good trouble, and my grandfather would know this wall. Good trouble, dollar pizza got old by month 2. Good trouble, but I never had to unread that document. Some costs are just the price of keeping your name clean.
After the storm, after the sermon in the glass table, after the hands and the thorns and the porch light, this. I don't have anything left to prove tonight. No sermon to preach, no crown to take off, no door to close, no shirt to iron, no jaw to stop reaching for. Just this, a woman sitting in a kitchen that is hers, at a table that is hers, drinking tea that she made for no one but herself. And the quiet doesn't scare me anymore. I spent 20 songs learning how to name what I carry, and now the only thing I'm carrying is this cup, and it's warm and it's enough. Still water, after everything that moved through me. Still water, not empty, just finished rushing. The storm passed, the river found the sea, and the sea said, rest now. Still water, this is what peace sounds like when you've earned it. I thought healing would be louder, a declaration, a parade, confetti falling, people clapping, someone handed me a certificate that says, you made it, you're okay. But healing came on a Tuesday, in the middle of doing laundry, when I realized I was humming a song I didn't know the words to. And my body remembered joy before my brain caught up. That's how I knew, not because I felt big, but because I felt ordinary, and ordinary didn't hurt anymore. I spent 20 songs learning how to sit with what I lost, and the thing I found was never something I went looking for. It was just me sitting still long enough for the water to clear. Still water, after everything that moved through me. Still water, not empty, just finished rushing. The storm passed, the river found the sea, and the sea said, rest now. Still water, this is what peace sounds like when you've earned it. To the man at 3 a.m. talking to the ceiling, you were heard. To the woman at the glass table, you were seen. To the hands that didn't know whether to hold on or let go, you learned. To the boy at the corner store, and the girl who built a cathedral inside her own chest, and the man who kept the porch light on, and the one who finally turned were still here. That was always the point. Still water. And I can see the bottom now. Still water. Every stone, every crack, every scar visible and beautiful in mine. I'm not who I was when the water was wild, but I'm who I was always becoming. Still water. And I'm finally still. That's how long it took to sit here and not need anything except this.